In this chapter, we will see how to create advertising designs, creative communications, and how to integrate the entire theme of marketing with advertising. Let us start. See, these are the different modes of communication we have seen in marketing. The first one is advertising, sales promotion, events, word of mouth, personal selling, promotion, indirect selling in the market. We have seen non-traditional retailing outlets. We have seen direct marketing, interactive marketing between two people, events and experiences. All these are not unknown to us. We all know what are these different terms means and how they actually work. The different communication platforms are advertising and sales promotion. These are the two platforms we have just selected now. And now under advertising, you can see all list of advertising themes and broadcasting elements or the vehicles through which we get to know the information of day to day. These are print media, billboard signages, POP displays, logos, motion pictures. In case of sales promotion, we know different types of trade coupons, shows, premium prices, samplings, rebates, entertainments, contests, games, sweepstakes. Sweepstakes is a new word. It means nothing but scratch cards. These are some events and experiences and public relations that we normally see, we have encountered, we have learned in marketing. Different types of events we know from our daily life that we used to, you can say, witness. Public relations, press kits, speeches, seminars, annual reports of any company. Like we know at the end of our accounting year, we get annual report, right? Charitable donations, these are all public relations. You can say NGOs also a part of public relation activities, right? Personal selling, sales presentation, meeting of salesmen with different type of people in the society, and conducting fairs and giving free sample distributions. Personal selling. Direct marketing through online channels, different electronic mediums, either TV or social media, internet. All these are platform of direct marketing nowadays, which we can see from the list here. This is a very common diagram which we have seen since our first semester of MBA. In the communication subject, we have seen how the message is sent by a sender with some encoding, some information, decoded, message received, decoded by the receiver. Noise means ambience, noise, and other informations which are also passed through that message. Ultimately, the receiver responses and a feedback is given to a sender. So this is a cycle that right now we are practicing. Everyone is practicing the message communication process. How an ideal ad campaign should look like. It should be exposed to the right consumer with right payment of attention. And the ad should reflect consumers' level of understanding also. And the product should be positioned very nicely in the mind of consumer. Like we have studied a subject in marketing, a topic that is segmenting, targeting, and positioning. Positioning the ideas and the brand in the mind of consumer with different POD and POP. If you can recall, we have learned POP and POD too. How to motivate the customers or consumers, and then finally, how to create a long lasting association with the consumer and the brand. So these are basically my ideal ad campaigns. How, if I campaign for a particular product or a brand in the market, these are the things I have to keep in mind. Steps in developing effective communication. Identify the target audience whom you want to show your advertisement or the message. Determine the objective, what message objective, what meaningful message you would like to send to the consumers. Design the communication that way. Select the channel. Channel here doesn't mean wholesaler, retailer. It means the medium. Either it's a newspaper, radio, television, internet, blogs. These are my channels. Find up a budget, how much money you are willing to spend on that particular channel. Decide the media mix, the time, the space, the people, the anchor, the celebrity, and finally see the results and manage the IMC, that is integrated marketing communication. See the results, how effective it is, how much fruitful is it, what messages, what feedbacks you have received from the clients on the communication, right? These are the objectives of communication. You are making the customers, consumers brand aware about the product, and you also understand their purchase intention, brand attitude. You come to know what type of product your consumers like or they dislike, and finally their purchase intentions, right? Designing the communication. Now see, a lot of graphics will come in front of you. These are the three types of messages that we can communicate to the customers by creating designs. Let us see the first example, message strategy. See, these are the four different advertisements which we can see in front of us. They convey different messages to the consumer. In case of, you can see an advertisement of biscuit. In case of a deo, in case of a toothpaste or a washing powder, they all communicate different types of messages to the end users. Let us see some creative strategy. Information which is translated for appealing. It can be a social appeal, it can be a personal appeal. Let us see. Smoking reduces weight. It's an appeal to the society, those who are smokers, active or passive smokers, they should be get away from this habit. So it has got positive and negative appeals, both. Message source. It is trustworthy. It is likability and it is having expertise. That means the design of the message, the communication, the message you are giving to the consumer contains all these three elements. Reebok has a trust, P&G has a trust, Coca-Cola has a trust. So all these messages are related to the message source. It is expertised, it is trustworthy, and it is likable by the consumers, right? Selecting the communication channel, personal or non-personal. This can be two mediums by which you can select the communication channel, right? Establish the budget, how much budget you want to spend for the message to be spreaded in the market. What are the different competitive parities? That means what are the different other mediums where you can spend in money and you can get the results? What are the objects and tasks? And obviously the budget which you are spending should be also, you can say, kept in mind that in future when you are getting response from the consumers from the market, whether you need to spend on the same vehicle or the same medium or you need to change the medium. So communication budget trade-off is also very important thing. Characteristics of communication mix in advertising: it should be pervasive in nature. It should penetrate in the mind of consumers. Should be amplified. Should be sent message in such a way that it goes everywhere, and it should be expressive, right? From the viewpoint of sales promotion, it should be incentivized, invitated, and ability to draw attention of the end users. So if I show an advertisement on television, if it is attractive, if it has got a message, it has a meaning, it is a social message, automatically the attention is grabbed, right? Public relations and events, it should be relevant, should be high credible, and ability to reach maximum number of people. It should give an implicit message. It should give some message, right? Implicit message should be also given in case of events and experiences, right? A kind of demonstration, you can invite people and you can say that they can have a taste of the services that you are providing. It should be dramatized. That means what? We have group of people who can explain the message to the society very nicely, right? Direct marketing, personal selling, and word of mouth. Word of mouth are the most important ways and mediums of spreading messages in nowadays. Influential people, messages can be influenced, can be sent from one end to the other end, and in sense it is personal, and anytime you can spread this message. There is no time for spending, you can say, time for spending your energy. Message can be spread any point of time through WhatsApp, through phone calls, or through email, right? Or any other interactive medium. Personal selling, you can see here, it is a personal interaction between respondent and the person who is taking the interview or the question. Direct marketing, it updates interaction between a person to person. It is customized. It is not a group activity. It is interactive, and here the respondent processes lot of information and you can say updated information to the person who is going to ask these questions. So direct marketing, personal selling, word of mouth, this all stands at a separate place wherein there is a very, you can say, interactive process which is going on between more than 2 to 3 persons. It's a closed group discussion, you can say, right? Factors in setting communication mix. How you can set communication. Types of product market, we have to identify them first. Find the buyer readiness, what the buyer says about the product or service you want to highlight, and what is the life expectancy of that particular product in the market. So these three factors need to be understood. Then only communication mix can be set. This is a definition which I feel we can go through it. Now see, these are the different types of messages. This is the company which is manufacturing shampoo, and it has shown in the picture a lion with a very beautiful hair. So if you use this shampoo, your hairs will also glow like this. So it's a creative message, you can say. We have studied the messages, how to create them. Next is wearing a helmet has saved this person's head, but he is in hospital. As you can see from the picture, right? His head is not covered with plaster because he was wearing a helmet. This candy is very sweet and even the ants are avoiding it. Thank you.